Hey guys, it's Dark Matter. We're here with a saber for DarthBrooks. This is an Atom Sabers. That's ATOM. Mundi saber, Kiari Mundi saber, from episode 2. And so originally this comes with a kind of a strange coating on it. I don't know if it was anodized on there or what. He wanted me to remove that, so I did. It's really hard to photograph shiny things in my workshop here. Sorry about that. I know it's really glary. I did spin the whole saber clean of that coating. It just so happens that the threading, get this off my drawer. The threading of this just happens to be match MHS V2. So if you've seen my videos in the past, I can just thread this right in here or in this end and just spin it out right on my drill and get it down to whatever finish you want. I only took it down to like a steel wool finish. It's not actually polished. It's still got kind of a machine finish to it. And I also went in and filled in, that's so glary, I'm really sorry. I filled in some of this black and some O-rings and stuff just to break up the sections a little bit. The bar graph is a 10 LED bar graph, and there's another LED here, which is your activation switch. But the LEDs in this and this are not wired. Excuse me, jeez. These are not wired. They're not going to light up. That is what he wanted. He didn't want any external lights or blinkies or anything on this, so that is where we're at. This is the auxiliary. This is just a greebly, and then the other side is the cover tech. And it is running a Shtok neopixel connector, and the chassis is by Jimmy's Lightsaber Junk. It's interesting on this one. Normally for most sabers, you either unscrew the pommel or the back kind of half and slide it off or do something. This one doesn't come apart. Only the pommel comes off and this section from here out. So, oops. Quiet you. So in order to, I already had it saber awake, obviously. You can take it off from there, and there's your recharge port. It's a twist kill key, so oops. And that's that. The chassis is completely removable. You can remove the whole thing if you want to get access to the board, which sits down in this area somewhere, battery behind. I'm not going to take it out simply because I don't know what my deal is. In order to get the bar graph out, all the legs, the little posts on the bottom of it are extremely fragile. And then I'd need to unscrew this as well. You need to take off a few things in order to slide the entire chassis out, so I'm not going to do that right now. But in order to access the board, it is possible. But it is a nice clean chassis. I mean, it works great. The switches fit right into it. There's a single pixel that sits just on top of the switch, which is depressed by this LED itself. This LED itself doesn't get wired. There's a neopixel that sits just underneath it, which of course is not wired either. But you get the nice clicky button action. If you were to undo the pommel, you're not gonna see, the normal, charge port, kill switch, all that kind of stuff. It's way up in the front, which is interesting.
Well, I'm taking a nap. No, Anakin, no!
So this was mostly an episode 2 hilt, so a lot of the boot sounds and the audio tracks and all that kind of stuff are very much episode 2 based for the first, I think, 5. I'm gonna put my test blade in. So yeah, very episode 2 heavy. That's kind of the point. That's his favorite movie. Not every track is episode 2, but most are.
This a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
It is really loud, I can say. The 28mm WoW speakers they're wow. What can I say? Yoda versus Dooku track there.
It's Dooku! Shoot him down! We're out of rockets, son.
And you notice that most of the first 4 or 5 blades are green, but there's differences. Some of them will have like a pulse or a flicker or something to, differentiate it. It's not just, copy paste of the same. The color is the same, but the styles are different.
I retransmitted it just as you had requested, Master. Then we decided to come and rescue you. Good job.
That one's got a... I actually put that one into the style editor, and now it pulses a green and yellow. A little harder to see on camera.
Brave of you, boy. But I would have thought you had learned your lesson.
I am a slow learner. Anakin!
More episode 2 stuff. I think that's... Yeah, that's where the episode 2 stuff ends. And now we've got a few banks that were on your last couple of Sabers that you wanted to just kind of recreate on this one. So that's the Fulcrum sound font, but obviously not a silver blade like she has.
General Krell, you're being relieved of duty.
The Palm Krell sound font is really cool. The accent swings are really good on it since he fights with 2 staffs. The accent swings sound very like compound. Again, this is the Camino one. It's the only sound font on here that's not smooth swing, so you're not going to get the lovely smooth swings. However, it does have the rain in the background, so you get the raindrop effect on the blade. It would be cool if someone would smooth swingify that I am not capable of doing that. I would just screw up something.
Proto Saber.
The only dark side font on here, just because I love the hum so much. Dark Saber.
This party's over.
A mace. He was at the Battle of Geonosis. The Ahsoka font again, but with a different blade style.
Young Rey.
And this is the rainbow. Then that's your battery level, and then the next one is back to the first.
Now! No, Anakin, no! No!
Keep in mind that if you know, I know the first 5 blades are green, but they all do have the color wheel, so you can always change the color if you get tired of the green. Just like that. So it's really easy, and it'll remember it until the next time you reboot the board, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. It was a lot easier of an install than it could have been, just because I didn't end up attaching the bar graph or anything. There's on the chassis there's a socket that this can just pop in and out of. So this you can remove the whole chassis, and he didn't want that, so he didn't get that, which is fine by me. It's a quicker, sort of easier install that way. Clever use of the charge port up front. It's interesting. And that is that. DarthBrooks. If you want me to make any changes, sound fonts, blade colors, styles, any of that kind of stuff, now's the time. Otherwise, I'll have it on its way in a day or so for you. And thank you everyone for watching.